Hello, my loves. Here I go, guys. We are up and going on YouTube now and on the podcast. So thank you guys for viewing. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for still being with your girl and rocking with your girl with these changes. I think these changes are going to be changes for the better. I think they're going to be absolutely amazing. I believe that I am going to do some great things and we're all going to be blessed. I thank you guys again for coming in. So let's get right into. I hope everything is going good with everyone. We're still going through all the COVID, coronavirus stuff, you know, everything that's going on in our cities and going on in our world. I pray that everyone is still doing well. And I pray that everyone is fighting through and getting through all of the changes that we have to go through. And social distancing for some of us can be absolutely weird and crazy because we're used to hanging out. I just had a discussion with my husband yesterday, the other day or whatever, and I was telling him, you know, it's not really anything for me to do but to sit in my house in front of the TV because I'm used to going to events, I'm used to hanging out, I'm used to going to dinners and all that kind of stuff, and I can't do that right now. So guess what? My safe haven and my peace is in front of my TV in my room, and I'm okay with that. But I still want to hang out with my girls. I ain't been able to hang out with my girls and my friends and my peeps like that, you know, and it sucks sometimes. You know, I want to get dressed up. I just realized I haven't been dressed up in a minute. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do when I have to wear heels again? I hope I'm not like a baby deer trying to learn to walk again, because it's been a minute. So anywho, guys, you see this sweatshirt that I have on. This is by Graphics Geek Tees. I hope I said that right. Graphics Geek Tees. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram. We're actually doing a giveaway for them. If you go to my Instagram page, Toya Shante Kite, you will see what we are giving away. Follow those rules so that you can get a part of this giveaway, because the giveaway will be over by midnight tonight. So make sure you check that out, and we will announce the winner on my Facebook and Instagram pages, Latoya Shante Kite. Go and make sure that you're looking out for that, for the winner on Sunday at 5 p.m. I will be announcing that winner, okay? So check it out. I'm not giving away this one. This is not the one I'm giving away. This says Black Girl Magic, but I wanted to wear it because I really love the sweatshirt, and because I'm doing a giveaway, I wanted to wear it. But again, like I said, if you go on there, you will see what I'm giving away. Also this week, my daughter graduated high school. Yay! Oh, wait a minute. I think y'all couldn't see. Hold up. Let me close my laptop now. Here you go, the shirt. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think y'all could see it before. Hopefully you can see it now. Sorry about that. Sorry, I have to keep in mind. Yeah, so, anywho. Yeah, my daughter graduated high school. She graduated from John Reebok High School here in Jacksonville, Florida. I am so absolutely proud of her. She did not attend the graduation because it's been kind of rough for her. Number one, she graduated early. This is like my overachieving child. Like all my children achieve at high levels or whatever, but she is like, since the time she has stepped into someone's school, she has always been high achieving, National Honor Society, all that kind of stuff. She graduated with that and possibly will be having a full ride to EWC. I want to thank Elder Claude Cheatham for reaching out to my baby, and his wife, First Lady Alexis Cheatham, for reaching out to my baby to make sure that she got into college and did what she needed to do. I appreciate you guys so very much for that. But she has been accepted to EWC, but we're still waiting to see. But with her scores and with her grades and everything she's achieved, that baby will be doing it. Understand? So I'm very, very proud of her. You know, like I said, it was very rough. That's why she didn't go to graduation, because graduating early for her wasn't very great. And then this whole shutdown and COVID and all this stuff, it really weighed on her kind of emotionally and mentally, and she felt kind of overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. So I didn't pressure her. You know, most parents, I'm one of those parents like, oh no, you going because I work hard for this and da da da. But I had to have discernment when it came to my baby and understand that this is not the moment for it to be about me. I had to really pay attention to what she was feeling and what she was dealing with and what she's going through to make sure that she would be fine. And that's the choice that she made. And that was okay with me, because by the time they said we were having graduation, I was kind of over it. And you said we could only have 2 people per family. That was not work for us. So we sat it out. But congratulations to all of the graduates. Congratulations to all of you guys that kept pushing through all of this and kept going through all of this, because it was really, really rough for you guys. You guys had to endure some things that most of us have never seen in our lifetime. So to still do what you needed to do and still achieve what you got to achieve, that's absolutely amazing. And I'm proud of each and every one of you guys. I'm not going to name people because I know a lot of you, and I don't want to leave anyone out, but I love you guys, and you guys are amazing. To the parents of these graduates, you guys are amazing as well, because without us, they would not have made it. Without us, they would not been able to do it. So we thank God for you as well, and we thank God for all the work you have put into them and how you have stood by them through the test of time and made sure that they got everything done that they needed to get done. Because as we know, these children don't always do everything they're supposed to do, but we thank God for amazing parents that wanted to make sure that their children graduated and did what they needed to do. Bless you guys. So let's get into some things that have happened. This whole Kanye West thing. Okay, listen. I am not ever on the Kanye West train, and I find it very funny, and I find it very crazy how human beings, we can often be bandwagoners, and we flip-flop. Okay? 1 minute we on the man team, and we saying, yeah, you know, Jesus walks, and he did this whole tour and gospel and all that, and we were rah-rah-rahing him and all of that. But then when he declares that Trump is this and that, and he's on Trump's team, then we want to throw him away. And then when he goes on his rants again, we want to throw him away. And then when he does something like when he gave all that money to the daughter of George Floyd for college and all the other kind of stuff, we're on his train and we're on his side again. Pick a side, people. I pick the side of his mental health, and I want him to get help. That's the side I pick. I'm not going up and down with him. I'm not going sideways. I'm not doing all of that stuff. I want him to get the help that he needs, because I truly, honestly believe he has not been right since his mom died, and I feel very sad for him. I feel very bad for him. And because he's in the public eye on such a level, he's being scrutinized from all sides. So I won't tear him down. I don't ever want to tear anybody down. But I really want him to get help. And I really want the people around him to make sure that he gets the help that he needs. But let's pick a side, people, okay? Let's not one day we up in the man and we bigging up the man and we saying, oh, he loved Jesus and all this other kind of stuff, and we here for him and all that. But then when he say something we don't like, we turn on him. Can't be like that, people. Pick a side, okay? All right, so on to the other thing that has happened yet again. We're still talking about August Alsina and the Jada situation, and that's because August dropped the song. If you did not hear the song, go listen to the song. Now, I will say that for me, I am here for anybody speaking their truth. I don't want anyone to be bullied into not speaking their truth. I don't want anyone to be bullied into feeling like they should not say something because people will feel some type of way. What I learned a long time ago, especially before I wrote my book, which is No More Settling, Finding Wholeness in Relationships. Okay, get it. But what I found out, what people would always say to me, because I would be worried about how people would feel about what I would say in the book, they said to me they should not have done it to you in the first place for you to even have to write about it. So let's get that clear. And as I said, if it was my son, you probably would hear me before you hear my son, because if it was Michael, okay. So, anywho, also Sierra had her baby, the singer Sierra, she had her baby. We congratulate you on that. Now, the name of the baby, I don't, these names, I know people are celebrities and stuff, and they naming their kids these names. I just can't get with it, but we congratulate you, Sierra, and we're happy for you and Russell, and that you had a healthy baby and a safe delivery. And with all of this going on, that is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love Sierra. Like my brother, if anybody knows my brother, he is a comedian, Zach the Attack. He is a comedian, and he absolutely loves Sierra. Like, he loves Sierra. No, he loves Sierra. So I'm going to always be up on what's going on with her, but I love her as well. She has always, from the time she came out, she has always given me a Leah type vibe, and I am a huge Aaliyah fan, to the point I named one of my children after her, okay? So big ups to Sierra. Keep doing your thing. All right, into my topic that I have. My topic is aborting destiny. Let's get into some real stuff, people. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's be delivered. Let's be whole. Let's be on top of our stuff. Okay? So oftentimes, fear is the biggest hindrance to our destiny. It's okay to have fear. Even Jesus was afraid. You ask me how? Okay. Let's go. Luke 22:42. That is where God said, Jesus said to God, Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done. In that moment, he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, and that's where he asked God to not send him to be crucified. This is before he is going to be crucified. This is when, you know, the people and the government or whoever have deemed him guilty of doing something that he did not do. Jesus came here and he never did anything to do any wrong to anyone, but he was always played as this villain. He was always shown as this villain to people, and because people did not understand him and people did not understand what he was doing and felt like that he was coming for a spot that was not his, they deemed him a villain. So now they want to crucify him, and God said he needed to be crucified for our sins. Jesus didn't really want to do that now. We want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. We always want to talk about how he went and he died for us. Yes, absolutely amazing, honey. I'm going to put my feet down for that, because he did not have to die. Because if you ask me to die, guess what I'm going to tell you? I don't know what to tell you. I'm not doing it. So the fact that he died, that was absolutely amazing for him to give up his life. But let me help you understand something. When I talk about fear, if he did not die, if he did not do what God asked him to do, if he did not go on that hill and hang on that cross, if he did not get thorns put on his head, if he did not get stabbed in his side, he would not one day be able to say where it is now in Matthew. He says he didn't die. If he didn't die, he would not be able to have all power. You will find that in Matthew 28, where he says that he has been given the authority in the heavens and the earth. So now that now that he has been crucified, that has given him the authority in heaven and in earth. Yeah. So now he has this authority because he went on the other side of fear. When you go on the other side of fear, there is something so great there. There's something so amazing there, because God is not the creator of fear. God is not the creator of fear. So oftentimes, if there is fear, there is something great waiting on the other side. You just got to get to the other side. Comment in my comment section something that is holding you back, that you have fear about. Comment that. And we gonna work through this thing. We gonna get through this. We gonna make sure that we conquer these things so we can get over this fear, so we can get to our greater, so we can get to our destiny, so we won't abort our destiny. Real talk, taking my content from Facebook Live and changing my interactions and my audience has been something that God has been telling me forever. God has been telling me that for so long, but I was so scared. I was absolutely terrified. I got comfortable with the easiness of posting on social media to an automatic audience. I got so comfortable with that. So building an audience on an entirely different platform is absolutely scary. However, I have learned over the years to move when God say move. I gotta move when he say move. If I don't move when he say move, then guess what? What happens? I miss out. We miss out if we don't move when God says move. I have to move outside of my comfort zone. That's where God is able to do amazing and astounding things. When I move out, when we move out of our comfort zone, when we move out of the place that has made us feel safe, when we move out of the place that has made us feel like we won't be hurt, when we move out of the place that makes us feel like we won't conquer it, when we move out of this place of feeling like we doubting ourselves, we move out of this place of feeling like everything is so easily accessible, when we move out of that place and move in a place that is absolutely terrifying, move into a place that you fear, move into a place that you don't know where it's going to take you, that's when God can do the exceedingly and abundantly above all we can ask or think. That's when he can do the amazing thing. That's when he can do all the great stuff. Not in our comfort zone, not in the place that we're used to, not in the place that we know. He's going to do it in the unknown. He's going to do it in the place that we have never seen. He's going to do it in the place that we have never heard of. He is going to do it beyond our understanding. But we got to get there. All it takes is stepping out. All it takes is stepping out. So I have found that I flourish in places that I didn't think that I would flourish in because I step out. So we have to make sure that we move when God says move. And so many times when we don't move quick enough, someone else ends up doing our idea. Someone else ends up flourishing somewhere where we should have flourished. Someone ends up doing the great thing that we should have done. But our fear grips us so tight. Our fear holds on to us so tight that we lose the absolute greatness that God has for us. We lose our focus. We lose our direction because we're believing that what we see in front of us is all that's out there. You have to open your mind. You have to open your eyes to something bigger. You have to look at it bigger than where it is. Expose yourself to something greater. If you do not expose yourself, you will never know. So you gotta push past it. You gotta look beyond it. You can't stay there, because if you stay there too long, it's gonna go past you. If you stay there too long, you will probably die in it. If you stay there too long, you'll probably end up depressed. You'll probably end up lost. You'll probably end up sad if you stay there too long. So you can't stay there too long. You will abort your destiny. I have aborted the power he wanted to give to me due to my own fear and the lack of belief in myself. You have to believe in yourself more than anybody else can believe in you, because if you don't believe it, all day, God can tell you all day that you're amazing and you're great and you all of these things. But if you don't believe it, if you don't tap into it, it won't even matter. It won't matter. You'll just die. You'll just wither away because you don't believe in yourself. That's absolutely where we go wrong. We got to be able to believe in ourselves, and we got to believe in God first so we can believe in ourselves. We got to believe in what God says about us so we can believe in what he says about us. Point blank. If you start with God, you will understand that there are things out there that you can absolutely achieve and absolutely do and absolutely excel in if you believe and trust in God. So we make ourselves these powerful beings outside of God. We think we know better. We think we know more. We think we know the easier way to do. We think we know the better way to do it. So we make ourselves more powerful than God. We make ourselves more knowledgeable than God. We make ourselves more wise than God. When that's not in our power to do. That is in God's power. That's where his authority comes in. We are not the ones that are supposed to do that. But we put it on ourselves. Now we end up being upset and disappointed and hurt and all of these things that could have absolutely been avoided if we only listened to God and believed what he said first. That's all. We gotta be mindful about that. We gotta be mindful of the things that we believe and the things that we go along with. Because we go along with a lot of things that don't line up with God. And we can't do it better than we can. He can. You can't. I'm sorry. Can't. You can't. You can't do it better than him. You can't. Sorry. You can't. That's just it. You can't. So just stop trying. Just do it his way. I know it's hard. I know you don't want to. I know you don't like it. Because I tell God all the time I don't like it. I tell God all the time I don't want to. I tell God all the time I try somebody else, not me. I tell him all the time. But guess what? I do it. Eventually. But I'm learning to do it a little quicker, okay? Because if you don't, you'll lose out. Like I said, you will lose out. Even if we do it with the fear intact, do it in fear. You can be scared. That doesn't mean that you're not scared. Do you know how many people do amazing things scared? Do you know how many people do stuff scared, absolutely terrified? Listen, I tell people all the time. I keep telling people. When I get up to speak, when I speak in front of folk, I am absolutely terrified. I am absolutely scared. On the inside, I am dying on the inside, especially if it's an audience that I'm not used to. On the inside, I am absolutely shaking. But you won't know it. You won't. And then people are blessed because I moved and just been obedient and did what God said. Point blank. Point blank. And then once you get beyond that and you start doing it in the fear and you start achieving and you start going after, then you will wonder, why were you scared in the first place? Oh, we don't want to talk about it. You'll go back and you'll say, I wasted so much time. I wasted so much energy. I did some things that I probably should not have done if I would have just listened and went with the fear and did what God said. And even though I was scared, look at all the things I've achieved. Look at everything that I've done. Look at how far I've come. When you look back over your life, what old saints say, look back over my life and look what he brought me from. Okay, don't get me to preaching, huh? Okay, we'll understand that next time, move. Next time, do it. Next time, it's okay. It's okay to be scared. Still do it. It's all right. Doesn't even matter. God has us. We must trust that beyond anything else that God has us. We got to trust that God is with us. We got to trust that God is going to do it. We got to trust that God is going to handle it. We got to trust the God that we serve, the God that we talk about, the God that we read about, the God that we say is the head of our lives. We got to trust him beyond anything else. Ignore what your mind is saying. Ignore what you're saying to yourself. Ignore what the outside voices are saying. Ignore what you're seeing. Ignore all of that. If it does not come from God, ignore it. Shoo it away. Peace be gone. Bye-bye. So, I want you guys to think. I want you guys to You know, I give my clients homework at the end of a session, and this was kind of a session slash sermon for you guys. So I want you to ask yourself some questions, okay? When you're done with this, how will you overcome your fear? The fear that you commented, and even if you didn't comment it, because sometimes people don't want to put their stuff out there. The fear that you know that you have, how will you overcome it? Ask yourself that. If you got to do some research on it, or if you got to talk to other people to figure out how I can overcome it, do that. The other thing I want you to do is ask yourself, when will you step out and believe in you by trusting God first? Ask yourself that. That'll push you. Now, that nothing else, that will push you. Because it's like, well, I might as well, because of course I'm believing God. So, don't waste all that's in you. Don't waste all that's in you. I don't know how much I can stress that. It's so much in some of us. I know for me, listen, I have notebooks, notes in my phone, all kinds of stuff. It's so much in me to do. That's why y'all see every time I'm doing something, I'm doing something, I'm doing something, I'm doing something. Now, what I need to do is manage it a little better, yes. But believe what's in you. Don't waste it. Don't let somebody else do it. Don't give it away. Do what God has called you to do. Tap into that inner you. Tap into that thing that you feel like nobody will pay attention to. Tap into that thing that you feel like that nobody will be interested in. Tap into that thing that you feel like won't go anywhere. Tap into it. And don't waste time. Do it now. Do it now. Do it scared. Do it now. Do it without the amens. Do it without the pats on the back. Do it without the team. Yeah, because we be waiting on teams and stuff. Do it without that. Do it without the equipment. Do it without all the money. Do it without everything. You're not going to have everything that you need at first. Listen, I keep telling people, I'm going to tell it, I probably keep telling it forever. When I started doing videos, first of all, let me help you. Not liking to talk in front of folks. That's just first of all. So this whole life coaching thing, public speaking thing, that came from God himself, okay? That's just first of all. When I started doing Facebook Live, when God told me to start doing videos, first of all, I started doing videos on YouTube way back. I did them on YouTube. And then when Facebook started doing Facebook Lives, then I transitioned to doing Facebook Live, and I stayed with that for years. I was doing them in the corner of my bathroom with my phone or my laptop. In a little corner in my bathroom with a backdrop. Then I stopped doing them, and then I got back to doing them, and I moved to a corner in my room with a backdrop. Now that my children are older, and I did my camera on my laptop, my phone on my laptop with a ring light. I didn't even have a ring light in the bathroom. I had my bathroom light in the bathroom. And a couple of lamps. Oh, okay. When I moved into the room to do it, I had my light in my room and my ring light and my backdrop and a desk. Now, as I was saying, my children are older now, so all of them have graduated except for one. And they've gone off to college. And so I have now extra rooms in my house. So now I have a whole room now to do videos. And I have more lighting. I have an actual camera. Listen, take it step by step, time by time. It'll get there. It don't have to be there when you start. I am as effective in that bathroom as I am right here. I'm as effective right here as I am on someone's stage. It doesn't change my effectiveness. It's all about how I view it. It's all about how I present it. If I didn't tell y'all any of that, y'all would have never known. Because the way that I deliver it I don't deliver it like I'm giving you a message in the bathroom. I don't deliver it like I'm giving you a message in the corner of my room. I don't deliver it like I'm giving you a message out of a room in my house. I don't deliver it like that. It's all about delivery. It's all about how you view yourself and what you present to other people. So that's all I have for today, guys. I want you guys to go out there and conquer these fears. Conquer these fears. Conquer these fears, okay? Like I said earlier, I'm doing a giveaway. Make sure you go follow Graphics Geek Tees. Make sure you go follow them. And make sure you go and follow my Facebook page, Toya Shantae Kite, which is my personal blog page. Follow that page. And you can go on Instagram and follow Toya Shantae Kite on Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. As well, if you want, I announced it on my last video, if you want any advice on anything, if you want to write a letter to me, I will do that. Read the letter on my video and I will give you the answers to the letter. I will also always keep your identity a secret. I will not tell your T's to people, okay? I will always keep your identity private so no one would know that it comes from you. But if that's something that you want to do, you can email that to the completewoman19@gmail.com. Sorry about that, guys. So you can do that. And as well, if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, if you have any questions or anything, you can also email the completewoman19@gmail.com. And if you would like to join me on Talks with Toya, you can go to the completewoman19@gmail.com as well. And I can definitely talk to you about that, okay? So I got some other things coming up. I will be announcing those soon, later on my pages or whatever. I will be announcing those. Don't forget to look out for the winner of that giveaway, okay? Thank you guys for joining me.